Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best of one Forgotten Realms draft. And Open Ranger class. Great card, very strong. 2 mana, you get a 2/2 body, and then whenever you attack, for another 2 mana, whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. Just insanely strong. And then it's got a level 3 on top of that. I guess it's a rare, so that makes it okay. Easily the strongest card in here. Other good cards. Blue Dragon's good. Kind of expensive, but I mean, yeah, shuts 3 things down maybe for a little bit and then have a win con. Lurking Roper, I feel like I still haven't gotten to play with it, but it's certainly good. Iron Golem I think is good. Gloomstalker I'm not blown away by. I like the Conjurer, especially if you've got some 5 and 6 drop stuff you need to ramp into. Precipitous Drop is good. I like the Zombie Ogre. Haven't played with the Prowler, played against it. I think it's pretty good. I like the Veteran. Alright, follow-up pick. Bard class. This one is tough. You'd have to have quite a few legends to justify this one. But what else do we have? On color in green, we have Compelled Duel, Herbalist, and Plummet. None of those are really worth it. This is kind of a weak pack. I could take the Warlock class. This one's okay because it replaces itself. Like, this makes a body, this replaces itself. This doesn't really do that much until you get to level 3. But yeah, I could take Warlock class. Like I said, I'm not giving up much for it. I don't really like this Hama Pashar card. If it lets you venture twice, that would be cool, but it just, like, you just get double abilities, which isn't bad, it's just not that great. There's also Planar Ally in here, which I could take. I mean, this card is legitimately pretty good, except, like I said, this format's aggressive, so it's tough. I'm going to go with the Warlock class. See if it pans out. Ooh, well, White Dragon's near, Purple Worm. Wow. A lot of goodies. What do I like more? A 6 mana 4/4 flyer that locks something down, or a potential 5 mana 8/7 Ward 2? They're both very good. I mean, I could take the Purple Worm and be on color with Ranger. With Ranger class. That is pretty good. But this is always 6 mana and flies and locks down. This is 7 mana, sometimes 5, but it doesn't have evasion. They're both really good. I guess the dragon I probably like more. There's more dragon synergies too. Green cards in here otherwise are not worth it. I mean, maybe just taking the worm makes the most sense because I already have the ranger class, even though I think it's slightly worse than white dragon. That's probably true. Why don't we do that? Okay, well, I like Eccentric Apprentice. Could take the Fang Blade. This has evasion, which is nice. And adventures. The extra ability is, I feel like, largely irrelevant, but could take it here. There's a Fireball, some removal. I do like this card. I've played with it. Otherwise, we could take the Fang Blade. Nothing in green worth taking. How do I feel about blue-green? It's going to be a little bit tougher to find removal. There's also Power of Persuasion, which technically is a little bit of removal. Could get the Death Toucher. Stick with the Warlock class. I like Apprentice. I might be wrong. Well, good green stuff again. Yanti Fangblade in here as well, but I like the 2 drops. There's You Hear Something on Watch, which is pretty solid removal, and since currently don't have any removal, I think this card is actually very good. It's both proactive and reactive removal. I would say, I mean, I think it's better than Basilisk in general. It's just taking the Basilisk allows us to stick with our 2 pretty good green cards. But, I mean, this kills dragons too, not to be overlooked. I think I'm going to go with the removal. I might be wrong here. We'll see. I mean, at this point I'm in 4 colors, so I'm going to have to pick something at some point. I don't really like Find the Path. Couple decent white picks here. I like Vampire Spawn quite a bit. Dungeon Descent. Currently don't have any legends. Split the Party is pretty decent. Spy is pretty decent. Spy's pretty cool with Ranger class. Gets bigger. The strongest card in here, I don't know, it might be Split the Party. A lot of times you can bounce 2 cards. Maybe I'll just take Split the Party. Alright, Wild Shape is actually pretty playable. What's cool about this card is you can give your dude hexproof, but I mean, I like this way more than the Mordenkainen's polymorph or whatever, but I might just want the Ranger. 2 bodies in one is pretty much always good, and getting a reach one, I think this card is well worth the 5 mana. Like I said, getting 2 bodies in one is usually worth it. But I'm not, I'm giving full credit to a Wild Shape too. I think that card is legitimately pretty good. Could take the Mace, maybe we just take the Contact Other Plane and just accept that we're probably green-blue. I mean, there's Boule too, which is playable, not amazing. Take the card advantage card. Alright, I definitely like the Conjurer. I feel like the Counterspell is too slow against the primarily aggro decks that are out there. Prowler's playable, but we'll take Conjurer. So now I think we just need to find some cheap spells, because we want to trade with 3/1s or power stuff out, and I assume at this point we're probably green-blue, which is fine. So we'll take the Herbalist. Polymorph, probably Counterspell over Polymorph. I mean, I guess this is technically a combat trick. I just feel like this card's too slow for best of 1. Maybe I will take the Polymorph. Like I said, it can be a combat trick. We'll take the weakest card here, which is maybe the Javelineer, actually. I want to show that we're not in white or red. Well, it looks like maybe nobody is. Forsworn Paladin. Well, it's a cool card, but we're looking at the green cards. We've got Dryad, which ramps and can trade with 3/1s. We have Power of Persuasion, which bounces. Still don't have any removal. Technically, Dryad has some synergy with Purple Worm, but not enough that I care. This has good synergy in green-white decks. Secret Door is totally playable if you have enough of a late-game plan at work. I might just take the Dryad, although, like I said, no removal. Maybe Power of Persuasion is something we need to buy some time. But there's a lot of Enter the Battlefield stuff, but this can also put it on top or bottom of their library, so yeah, we'll take it. That's a strong effect. Instrument of the Bards. I mean, it's a cool card. You can put a Harmony counter on it. You can find... It's kind of cool. It is card advantage. It's a little bit slow. Otherwise, I'm taking Sylvan Shepherd, which might be okay too. Put a Harmony counter on this every turn. It's only 1 mana. Maybe I'll give it a try. It might be too slow. Well, Hunter's Mark is some removal we're looking for. Oh, but there's Owlbear too. We only have 5 creatures. I mean, I love Owlbear, but it's hard to go wrong with removal when you don't have any removal, so it's also one-sided. Oh wait, is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, and it's 1 mana instant speed if you target a blue permanent. Yeah, I think we need the removal, sadly, because Owlbear would have been perfect for us. But need some removal. Power Word Kill is pretty cool. Might take the Scion over Circle of the Moon Druid and Direwolf Prowler. Just more tempo or buy some time card. Unless I'm splashing Power Word Kill, which I don't think we are. Book of Exalted Deeds is cool, but would be a fun build around, but I think it's a little bit too late to go for that plan. Unfortunately, nothing else here for us unless I abandon ship on green, I guess. Or I try and splash black. We can't splash Grim Bounty. I suppose we might be able to splash Precipitous Drop. Or I have to play Silver Raven, which I don't really want to do. Alright. Wow. Well, this is a cool card. It's a 3 mana 2/1 though. But it does let you ramp. And it's a rare. I guess the issue being we don't have much to ramp into, but might be worth a try. Otherwise, Investigator is a solid 2-drop. Problem is we barely have any 2-drop creatures in here. We have a couple. We definitely need some more. I'll try it out. Am I going to have to play Boule? I might have to. I don't really want to. Alright, Secret Door. I don't know. We might have to play this. If we don't end up with enough cheap stuff, we need to be able to survive. Alright, Dryad I'll take. Get some extra mana. Actually works with Boule. Alright. This lets us splash. Yeah, I suppose so. Lets us get stuff back too. Okay. I don't think we're going to play the Polymorph probably. Here we'll take the worst card, which might be maybe Windfall. I'm not sure. So this does technically let us splash or just get some extra lands if we need them or get something back from our graveyard. It might be playable. 10 creatures currently. Removal is pretty light overall. We do have a 4-drop creature, we have a 3-drop creature, we have 2-drop, we don't, and we have 1-drop. So technically Instrument of the Bards could find anything. I guess we'll take a Prowler, get another 3-drop. Take the blue card. All the Boulets. Alright, Ochre Jelly is at least a really strong card. Not a good one to find off of Instrument of the Bards, but that's alright. You meet in a tavern, can give you some card advantage. Charm Sleep is some hard removal, but I mean, this has Trample on it too. And I feel like it gunks up the... I mean, even for 3 mana, getting a 2/2 that spits out a 1/1 is not bad, and that's... As much as I want this Charm Sleep, I think it's probably wiser to take the rare here. Alright. Fly is pretty cool. Otherwise, Knoll Hunter. I think we need some more cheap creatures. I like the Spy too, but like I said, we basically have 1 and 2 drop creatures. We need more early game, or we're just going to get run over, I think. Spoils of the Hunt. There's some removal. I think we'll take that. Be nice to get Giant, or... I mean, I guess you could consider Power of Persuasion, but Spoils of the Hunt's harder removal, so we'll take that. I don't think we can even take advantage of the treasure aspect of this card, but that's alright. Wild Shape, another chance to take it. It is good protection. It's also 1 mana. And can be a combat trick. It's good with +1/+1 counters because it just changes the base power and toughness. I might take it. I think we're going to end up with enough creatures. Otherwise I'd take maybe Scion or Guide. Elemental's fine. Bard. We'll take the Wild Shape. I like anti-removal is definitely good for 1 mana. So we could take Ramp. I think we just take the Giant. It's a pretty solid 5-drop. And we've got a few ways to ramp now, so I'm okay with that. Investigator is solid. Good way to rebuild. And fairly cheap. Choose your weapon. This is kind of cool. Combat trick or can kill something, but Ray of Frost is probably pretty playable removal here. Can immediately tap down red creatures or keep non-red creatures tapped down and not untap for 2 mana. I think we'll take that over another Investigator. I guess we'll take a Seeker. I don't think we need it though. I guess it blocks pretty well. I'll take another Conjurer. It's a little bit clunky, but we've got things to ramp into now at this point. Spy versus Air Cult Elemental. I'm thinking about taking this over the Spy. I mean, the Soul Knife Spy is good, but Elemental, we just don't have that much interaction. It might be useful. Alright, I guess we can get rid of that. Got another one, or the Scion. This might be more useful. Alright. So, 7 cuts. Probably don't need the secret door now. We've hopefully got enough. This is more like a 5-drop. We can probably cut 4 creatures, I suppose. Although I kind of like... Well, the Boulets can go there, whatever. Shortcut Seeker can probably go. Still have more than enough expensive stuff, I feel like. Still have 16 creatures. Could cut 1 more. Probably don't need You Happen on a Glade. Where are we looking at removal-wise? We've got Ray of Frost, Spoils, Hunter's Mark, that's 3, Power Persuasion 4, Split the Party 5, can bounce. Yeah, some reasonable interaction. Got some card advantage. Really, we're running 17 creatures, so we could cut 2 creatures because Ranger class counts as 1. And I guess, I'm semi-interested in Instrument of the Bards. Where do we really go off? What mana? That's the interesting part. Now we don't have any 4-drops. I guess 3 is kind of our... 3's like the magic number, I guess. Although, I don't even really want to play the Prowler, because we're not going to really need it. Herbalist typically isn't that great, but I kind of like keeping our low mana cost stuff present in case we need it. Could cut a Scion of Stygia. It's just sometimes useful. I want to keep all of our expensive stuff now, I think. So I could see maybe cutting a Scion. And that probably still keeps our curve low enough, I would hope. It's not bad. It's not great either. Which is interesting. It's got some rares in it. And it's got ramp. No man lands, but that's alright. Card draw, ramp, end game, early game. I think there's just nothing super flashy about it. Instrument of the Bards just might not be worth it, but I don't know what I would prefer to do. Three, we can dig up, 5 different creatures. So really, that's not bad. If we keep it at 3, and then eventually I guess we could move it to 5 and get 2 pretty solid targets too. And then 6 and 7. So it could keep going. I don't know. It might be worth it. It puts it right on the battlefield, right? No. Just in your hand. That's quite a bit less good. It's kind of slow, isn't it? If it put it on the battlefield, I feel like it would be worth it, but we don't even have legends to dig up with it. Maybe it's just not good enough, huh? Kind of just not feeling it. It just feels too slow for this format. So maybe I just do another Scion instead. Do we have enough card advantage, I guess, is a real question. We've got the Investigator and Contact Other Plane, and that's about it. Not much other card draw. I mean, technically, Instrument of the Bards is card advantage, though it's a bit slow. Maybe I'll give it a try. I just have a feeling it's going to be too slow, but I would say it's at least worth trying out. I think we want 9/8. We need triple green to even play this 2/1, unfortunately. I wish it was bigger than a 2/1. But, alright. Yeah, I don't love this deck, honestly, but that's what we got, so 14 creatures? No, it's 15 with okay, that's fine. Alright. We'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. Yeah, it's a keep. A little bit slow, and we can't actually play the Circle Dreams Druid yet, but that's alright. Maybe if we're playing against blue. Oh, good. No play. Well, that makes me think they have a counter spell, so I'm actually going to pass. If they're not playing anything and they're leaving up counters, then I'm just going to do contact other plane here. And they can counter that. Or they don't have counters, but they're not leveling up. They must have bar the gate. Otherwise, yeah, otherwise that doesn't really make sense. Both of these are useful, but I want to hit my land drops too, so guess we scry and get rid of them. Don't have our third green yet, huh? So they're leaving up bar the gate. And we have, it's funny is we have both the good spells against them. I mean, I can play around their counter spell, so I feel like I'm not in a huge rush here. Alright. Cool, so now we can play this as a 5/5 maybe. Play around the bar the gate. They can fireball it, but then we still get what, a 3/3? Is it round down or no, rounded down? So I guess we just get a 2/2. I think I'm still okay with that. Could have also done circle and eccentric apprentice. I wonder what if that would have been better. Well, I've got wild shape for the hexproof too. That's cool. I don't need to. So they bar the gate mana up. What would I rather have them counter? I mean, we have enough mana to cast everything, so they can counter that, and then maybe we do Apprentice. All right, let's have them bar the gate that, and then we'll play Apprentice to get the flyer. Oh. Huh. Now I'm just confused. Guess we can scry here. Hitting a land wouldn't hurt. Although... I mean, I have access to 9 mana. I can cast everything in my hand. Maybe I don't need it. I mean, it's just always nice to hit your land drops, but also when you have a handful of, like, you can just cast everything, then maybe it's not necessary. So I don't have wild shape up, but I don't really care too much about that right now. Okay. So I think I'm going to fight Faraday. Because yeah, and then I can Ray of Frost the Dragon Turtle. That's pretty good. I mean, I could Wild Shape and protect it here. But, I mean, it's not like it gets rid of it permanently, so I still would like to save it. We also have access to 9 mana, which is good. So I think that means we... Oh, I could have dealt extra damage with Eccentric Apprentice there. Oh well. Get rid of that. Then we have 8 more mana. So I could do Air Cult Elemental plus leave up Ray of Frost. But I don't want to bounce either of those. So I can also do Instrument of the Bards, leave up Wild Shape. Maybe just Ray of Frost the Dragon Turtle, or we'll see. Do we have any 1-drops remaining? Yeah, we can, I guess, search up a Neverwinter Dryad if I so desire. Surprising. Ooh, that's a good one. So I can ramp for 4. But I think we just smash here. Leave up Wild Shape. I'll just take it. I mean, we're kind of winning the race right now, so. Ooh, Delina's a fun one. Probably need to bounce that. What are some... thing about Harmony of the Bards is you kind of have to keep looking at what you can search up with it. So we can get Knoll Hunter or Arcane Investigator. Both of those are pretty good. You can do it whenever, right? Good. So... can do the Air Cult Elemental, bounce Delina. I'm actually just going to attack with these 3 here. Make our flyer bigger. I don't know, I'm kind of okay with letting that resolve. Mostly because we still have protection here. We have lethal with our flyer, so kind of okay with that staying tapped. I don't get it. Alright, we'll see for the next one. Alright, round 2 we'll keep. Looks pretty good. I guess we start with forests in case we draw Rampy Druid, which we never ramped with once, hilariously. White's a good one. Might have to actually Ray of Frost that thing. I don't want to trade with it. Getting Instrument of the Bards online now isn't terrible. Put the Harmony counter on. So now we can go Apprentice and Scry. I suppose it lets us curve out, and we still have Instrument of the Bards to do stuff with, so this is okay. I guess I'll take 2. So 3 is the magic number for Instrument of the Bards. That's where most of our goodies are. Can I... Has to be equal though, huh? Alright, well... I can play the Elemental. Could bounce my Ranger. It's kind of weird, but... It's not the worst. Gives me another flyer too. Lets me spit out another wolf. It's decent value. Otherwise I'm playing what? Clever Conjurer and I can't use Instrument of the Bards. It might still be worth it. Yeah, I'd probably do the Clever Conjurer. So it doesn't make the best use of mana, but what I like about it is I have access to 7 mana, which lets me use Instrument of the Bards and play something right away, so I kind of like that. Oh, that's cool. Alright, do the Scion. Oh. Oh no, okay. So we can get another flyer online, bounce. I could still bounce the Basilisk. Yeah, I guess I should have tapped the Spawn. They're at 4 mana. I imagine they've got some owl bears they want to pop off with. All right, let's just do this. I gotta look at the creatures I can get again. I forgot. So I can get a circle or another clever conjure. All right, I guess we move towards 5. You know, I should have gone for the ochre. Yeah, ochre jelly off of 1 is actually really good use of the instrument of the bards. I didn't think about that until just now, but it's actually true. So I should have put the counter on. Although it's not like the giant does that much against the Death Toucher, but it's alright. We got some flyers we're beaten down with right now. No loathsome troll. Well, got a blocker for that, so it's probably okay. Ooh, Hunter's Mark. That's a good one. And they're tapped out. So I can kill... I guess I can't kill... Oh, no, I can kill the spawn. So we kill the spawn. And I think we attack with everything but the Dryad. 2, 4, 6, 9. It's a good one. Maybe I should have sacked the... Yeah, if I'd sacked the Dryad, I would have been able to play the 5-drop here. But now I can attack in and still block with Dryad and still search up with Instruments, so... The funny thing about... Instruments been really weird. It's like... It's been kind of good, but you have to know what you've got at all times and know when to work towards it and when not. Because I did not do that optimally, but thankfully it still worked out. All right, we'll see you for the next one. All right, we got a good hand here. Yeah, I'm going to have to remember that Dryad thing searching up Ochre Jelly. That's good synergy, actually. Really good synergy. Finding your rare off your Harmony of the Dryad or whatever. Well, potential turn 4 worm off a Conjurer if something dies. That's pretty good. There's that Instrument of the Bards. Well, I'm going to offer the trade. We'll do Conjurer here. Brunor. That's a good one. So we got 4 mana. I guess we can do a 3/3 jelly. Can also do an Herbalist plus an Instrument. Might have to take a hit for 6 here, though. I don't love it, but we'll try it here. I kind of want a 4/4 jelly if I'm going up against Brunor here. So I think I'm at least going to take a hit for 6 here. Hmm. Alright, got the land, so now I think we just play a 3/3 jelly because we need it. Can't really afford to wait. So you don't even get a 1/1 off I'm a little confused. 2 more counters. Oh, at the next in step. I was like, geez, how come I didn't get anything? Makes sense now. Harmony counter. Yeah, I suppose so. So we'll... Let's see. Might have to take 5 here. And then we'll end of turn do the instrument to find a Knoll Hunter probably, or something along those lines. And then I can Ray of Frost the skeletons. Uh-oh. Feel like we're building towards the Ranger. Well, bouncing here is not bad for us. Can bounce the skeleton and the manticore. Alright. Guess it makes their Hand of Vecna better, but we have a 1/1 to jump with, so it's not the end of the world. We definitely want that counter. Alright, that's cool. So at least we can... I think we probably need another body out there. Well, I don't want them getting more stuff. Do I have to bounce? I guess I don't have to bounce either. Bouncing either seems pretty bad. Oh, they have the manticore, that's right. Alright. We'll just jump here. Wild shape, huh? Alright. Oh, I could have played the purple worm, I guess. But, this is alright. If I live, at least I can play the ranger. Not sure that gets us out of this mess, though. Not sure if two bodies get us out of this mess. Because if Clattering Skeletons dies too, it's pretty bad for us. We actually lose that way too. So we basically have to jump twice. This does not seem winnable. I haven't hated Instrument of the Bards. It's a weird card, though. Well, at least you have to sack two. Alright. That is that. Go to the next one. Yeah, his hand's a keep. Looks good. Conjure into potential turn 4 4/4 jelly if we draw land. That's not bad. Might have to be willing to trade off a Arcane Investigator, but very well might be. We'll see. Ooh, it's a good draw. Guess we do green mana first. Ooh, no land. Well, that's cool. I'll play the Conjurer. If they have removal, so be it. If they don't have removal, I can still play Investigator and level up next turn, so that's cool. Flame Skull's a good one. How do they get it back? Oh, so I probably just want to kill that. But I also just want to start attacking, so best use of mana is a level up attack with Conjurer. I mean, that is pretty good. Wild Shape can give reach too. Not irrelevant. That's a good draw. Guess I could have killed the merchant there. I'm going to play the ranger, though. The ranger's pretty brutal here because now I have two things that can attack into Skullport Merchant. And we still have Spoils of the Hunt and Wild Shape, so even if they have a removal spell here, like to kill the Conjurer, maybe that just prevents some damage. Oh, they get to sack it with Skullport Merchant too, huh? I see, I see. That is pretty good. I'm going to prevent 6 damage, I think. The Steel Sack deck. That's pretty cool. It's a well-known archetype. So... Alright, so now we can Wild Shape Trample. It's still got the counter, so it's going to be a 4/4. And it probably just killed the Flame Skull. Wait, until the end of your next turn? Jeez. That's way better than I thought it was. I thought it was until the end of your turn. Suppose I can also just attack with the jelly. That's decent. So I can bounce the Merchant with a Flame Skull. The problem is they can double block the Investigator, so... Tough spot. Real tough spot. think we have to buy some time, unfortunately. Not what I want to do here. Circle of Dreams Druid has seemed pretty lackluster so far. I suppose it doesn't really change the clock. Maybe it does, I don't know. I guess that's GG's. Circle of Dreams Druid not seeming worth it. Well, that technically buys us a turn, so that's cool. You can play creatures off the top, is that right? Anytime? That's cool. Alright. Need a good roll here. That's too bad. Ah. Bummer. If we locked it down, we would have had a chance. Alright. We'll see you for the next one. Alright. It's a good hand. 1, 2, 3 drop. It's pretty good. There we go. One more power and this Knoll Hunter could grow. Cridle's a good one. Well, Oh, that was a good one. Hmm. I don't think there's a way to win this. Almost wish I didn't draw Ranger's class there. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Ended up going 2-3. Let's do a pack one, pick one. All right, pack one, pick one. Easy Zariel, if that wasn't in here. Easy power word kill. Obviously a great open if you get a pack like that. Alright, pack one, pick one. Just take the jelly, it's a pretty awesome card. Just keep splitting off and making more of itself. Alright, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.